Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Year. Happy New Comic Book Day. It's January 3rd, 2023, the first new comic book day of the year. I hope you guys found all your books in your cubbies, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you guys got all the books you were looking for this week. As always, I got the books I was looking for this week here in the loud, mysterious black bag. Limited it to 4 this week, so I got 4 number 1 books, basically. Like, the books that I read this week, I really thoroughly enjoyed everything I read. There's probably going to be some spoilers here this week, so if I did get any of the issues that, you've read, maybe forewarning this time. I'm super excited about some of these books, and I want to talk about it with you guys. All right. Now, before we get dived into it, as always, if you guys do like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to help the YouTube algorithm spread me out so more comic people find out about my Fun Times channel about comic books. All right, guys, let's get the loud, mysterious black bag out of the way. And here in the number 1 spot, it's the number 4 spot. This is really hard to put these in order this week. Like I said, all these books really awesome. So the least of them, though, I guess, like if I were to say it didn't hit quite as hard as the others, was probably Amazing Spider-Man 41. Super awesome cover. Love this John Romita cover. Almost like a bat symbol, but it's a Spider-Man symbol there on Kingpin and Typhoid Mary. And so this gang war has been super fun. And in this issue, we see some knockdown, drag-out fights between lots of key characters. As we're kind of going back and forth between 2 major battles that are taking place at the same time. And I had a lot of fun with it. The art was super fun. Loved John Romita Jr.'s style throughout this book here. And it just was a blast, you know what I'm saying? They're punching it up. There was jokes to be had aplenty. Shout out to Zeb Wells' writing on this run. Like, it's really been picking up steam ever since he kind of wrapped up a bunch of the storylines that he was sort of saddled with, and he's now starting, this is what I want to do, or this is what I would do. It's been really fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And so it's great. We're gonna stop here for a second too and talk about a little bit of paper quality this week. So I don't know, this is the crazy week, guys. You'll see it coming up here. So Amazing Spider-Man has amazing paper quality. Front cover is a beautiful, hard, thick, nice, you're not going to damage it, super easy cover, glossy, and the interior pages are nice. And so here we have Venom with a dollar less price tag, and does have kind of a poor paper quality. The outer cover is basically interior paper, and so yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like we're also getting a couple more pages in the dollar more format. I'd kind of prefer to see them, if Marvel can do it, if it's financially good for them. I'd like to see them go to the better paper quality, $4.99, if that gives us better paper quality, a couple more pages of story. So Venom 29 in the number 3 spot. Really fun story. Also another, like, the covers this week that they're just cover A's, but they're bangers. I love these covers. And this story, though, if you haven't been reading Venom, this is not the jump on point. You'll be super duper confused. But if you have been reading Venom, there was a lot of questions answered. And one of the biggest questions answered, and like I said, there's going to be a little bit of spoilers here, so if you don't want to be spoiled for Venom 29, here's your forewarning. So they actually reveal in this one that Eddie Brock's son, Dylan, does become Codex. And that is pretty much what Meridius is trying to stop, and like who he wants to battle. And so it looks like we're sort of heading towards this eventual battle between, we've got Venom and Eddie Brock and Dylan Brock, the Brock clan on one side, and all of these kind of crazed clones, or it's really hard to go into detail and explain it, but they're basically other versions of Eddie Brock, almost as if Eddie Brock was a Kang the Conqueror type character and had these other versions of him throughout the multiverse that or time and space. Hard to explain, like I said, but they're on the other side, and at least for me, I think the Codex character is super cool, and I was super pumped when they finally revealed that, because I kind of called that from the beginning. I was like, Codex, there was little seeds dropped, you know what I'm saying, but they never totally said it, and I was like on board with that. I was like, Codex is like the Super Saiyan form of Dylan Brock's current Venom bonding, right? And so it was super cool to finally get that reveal, and there was some other kind of reveals that lead me to believe that we are finally approaching the end of this particular story arc, and maybe we can get Eddie back on Earth without all the crazy multiverse shenanigans. But we'll see. Final, to me, that's why I'm excited about it too, is just because like a final battle of all this Ewing storyline and stuff, and maybe we can get to something that's a little bit more explainable and understandable, and just not so like space and time different versions of myself, and you know what I'm saying if you've been reading it. So let's get on into the number 2 book this week. I have Batman 141. Also could have easily been a number 1. This book's super good. The art in this, I'm loving it, man. Jorge Jimenez just nails the art. We've got Chip Zdarsky writing this storyline. Again, we get look at this cover. We get a banger cover, which is, if you've been following the storyline, you get exactly what's going on. There's split in half, and one half of him Zur-En-Arrh, and the other half is Batman. This split personality that's going on inside of Batman, and having it depicted like that is actually super cool. I think that was a really interesting choice there. And what we get inside the book is also just a blast. I'm gonna spoil some of this, guys. Like, so finally, Failsafe shows back up, and Failsafe is basically like, I'm gonna beat you down. But we find out that Failsafe is actually all these evil Zur-En-Arrhs from the multiverse. Yeah, more multiverse shenanigans. But it's all these evil Zur-En-Arrhs sort of inside of this mechanical device, this mechanical Batman, if you will, that Batman has created to stop himself if he goes too far and kills someone. And that's what activated Failsafe way back at the beginning of Chip Zdarsky's run. And so finally, like, Failsafe is back, and we find out, like, Failsafe is you know what I'm saying, he's been corrupted, and he's ruthlessly out for Batman now. And yeah, man, I don't want to spoil anymore, but Batman has to go into his bag of tricks, and I think at the end he kind of doesn't win. Like, Failsafe is still out there, he's still doing bad, and he's sort of in control. So there's no, yeah, man, I'm not spoiling everything, but you'll have to read it to find out yourself, and read it to see the great artwork yourself. But I highly recommend this Batman run. Super fun. And then I had to put it in the number 1 spot because this one hit me in the feels. So in the number 1 spot, I've got Miguel O'Hara, SpiderMan 2099, number 1. Super cool cover. It's like first appearance Marvel Zombies. And the story was about the Marvel Zombies, and we had we had I think his name's Blade 2099, who's kind of like a zombie version of Blade in, you know, current times. And that it was what got me in the feels was the fact that that was the story. And we, you know, Spider-Man was quippy, and we got fights, tons of fights with Spider-Man. The art was pretty good. Like it wasn't, you know, Jorge Jimenez levels of being one of the best artists on the planet, but you know, because I don't want to downgrade this guy, but it was amazing. I was like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got a good artist on Spider-Man 2099. He can draw stuff, and it looks cool. And we, you know, we had this kind of team up with this new character who was introduced in the last series, and it was just fun. And it told its story, and it kind of left it open towards the end, like, oh, there could be more things coming, you know what I'm saying? More stories could evolve from the things that took place in this issue. However, it wasn't like one and done, but it had that feeling for me of one of the books in the original Spider-Man 2099 run. Like just reading one of the random issues, you know what I'm saying? And we brought back like some characters from that early run as well. I don't want to spoil any of that. I'm not gonna go buy this book, guys, please. Maybe it'll actually get extended this time into an ongoing series. This is what the fourth different little mini series that they've done. Where, come on, guys, we're coming up on his 100th anniversary ish. I don't know. I'm trying, but it's really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. It took me back to kind of the feels of reading those titles as a kid, and what more can you really ask for? Because I feel like those original stories, I have the omnibus and I've read it since, and those original stories by Peter David were really actually really good stories, and like the guy knows, Peter David knows how to write comics. And so yeah, man, shout out to Orlando, because this is the third one of these 2099 miniseries that he's taken on. And yeah, bro, keep doing it, dude. Hopefully they get you on an ongoing title with this. I would just be so ecstatic. This issue was a lot of fun, and I can't wait. I'm so excited for the rest of this run now, because it looks like they're kind of gonna just be these, you know, a story about Spider-Man. If you remember watching the last little Spider-Man miniseries they had, that was kind of my biggest complaint, was like, you keep introducing all these people, but at the same time I'm not getting any stories about Spider-Man. It's like really focused on these new people each time. Well, this one wasn't, guys. This one was all focused on Miguel and Miguel's external, you know, surrounding cast of characters. Like, big shout out, big props for this run. I hope it sells well. I don't know what else to say on that. That is what I have today, guys. As always, if you want to check me out on Instagram, come hang out with me. I do sell comics. Click the link below. Check me out on Instagram. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.